We're talking about sparking our creativity today, and there's no better place to get those creative juices flowing than in the kitchen. So joining us today to share some creative recipes is Rod McConnell from Midwestern Meats, also known as Mr. Sizzle. Hello, Mr. Sizzle.
Jane, how the heck are you? I'm so happy to be here today.
I love it when you're on the show. We can talk about meats, Mr. Sizzle. So you've got 3 dishes that we can throw on the grill to talk about first. And we're going to start off with skirt steak?
Yes, Jane. You know, everybody cooks ribeyes and sirloins and T-bones. Let's be a little creative and let's cook something different. Skirt steak. Let me show you what a skirt steak looks like. Everybody probably doesn't know. It's just a big, long, skinny piece of meat. Now, great for carne asada, great for fajitas.
Okay, Mr. Sizzle, next up you have flank steak.
Yes, Jane, flank steak is my family's favorite. We do it all the time. And listen, you can take it all night long, put it in soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, soak it all night. You can put it in barbecue sauce. Where it comes from, let me show you what it looks like. That's a flank steak right there, okay? Beautiful piece of meat, very lean.
Let's talk about short ribs.
Okay, short ribs. Short ribs come in a plate. You got 3 ribs. There's different pieces of it, but it's a 3-rib plate. That's what you'd want to get from the butcher. Now, some people cut those ribs and smoke them, cook that whole rib, but here's what I like to do. I like to do flanken style. Flanken style, you cut across the ribs, so you get 3 little ribs. So here's a raw one. So that's what it looks like, okay? So you got rib, rib, rib. Now, just like the skirt steak, Jane, you can season this up all night long, but a little seasoning, throw it on the grill, matter of minutes. And then what's so fun about the short ribs, Jane, that little bone, you got to chew around that little bone and you got to get that little nub. And even better, then my dogs get that little piece. Man, they're in heaven.
Mr. Sizzle, I love it. Now, this next cut of meat is popular in Brazilian cuisine, and it's called a picanha.
Yes, Jane, the picanha. Now listen, it's a culotte. That's what we call it over here, a culotte. The top of the sirloin, okay? So here's what it looks like. It's kind of a little triangle piece of meat, right? Very marbled, very flavorful. Now, what the Brazilians do, they put it on a skewer just like that. So they cut it into little, I don't know, 1.5 to 2-inch pieces. They salt and pepper it, and they do it over a churrasco. Now that's open flame. That's how they cook it. So you can see that. Now listen, if you take this and you grill this on your grill, you don't do anything with the fat. You grill it. What it does, it turns into this little ball, this ball of heaven. It's so cool because it goes like this. Whoop. And then you just cut it and you have these beautiful little pieces.
Now, you've inspired me with this one, but I'm still a little curious about it. You're grilling your meatloaf.
You know, Jane, because I'm a grill fan, I love to do everything on the grill. Meatloaf is one of my favorites, and it's simple. Little hamburger, we use breakfast sausage, some peppers, so easy. So I take it on the grill and real hot, I sear it, right? I get it looking real beautiful, get all the marks on it. Then I just turn down my right side of my grill, I offset it, I close it down. Now, a grill's hotter than an oven. A grill can go 600 degrees, so it doesn't take as long, but you also gotta manage it. How do you manage it, Jane? Thermometer. Just cook that thing up to whatever temperature you're comfortable with. I like to go about a 135 on an item like that. Leave some juice in it. Beautiful. Let me show you what I got.
Yeah.
It's hard to see on the screen how beautiful it is. It looks dark, but that was a grilled meatloaf right there. And then I just take the ketchup, boop, put on the top.
That's what's for dinner tonight, Rod. I love it. But you also have some options for the non-meat eaters out there.
So look at this. Grilled cabbage, Jane. Seriously. So I take some toothpicks and pudding to keep it nice and together so it doesn't fall apart. And then basically what I do at the end of it, I mimic a wedge salad. So I've got your blue cheese and your bacon and your tomatoes. You know, you can do blue cheese dressing. Red pepper flakes is kind of my favorite. So something that's very unique, very fun to try to do, and it's very enjoyable.
Well, it's inspiring to talk to you, Mr. Sizzle. Thank you so much for all this creative meal ideas.
My pleasure, Jane, and I just want everybody to eat better.
Absolutely. Okay, for more information on Midwestern Meats, just head to their website.